Thanks, Pat. Bop, funky, funky, hip drip, a flip fantasia, flip drip, dip fantasia. My name is Jack, I'm the opposite of whack. I like to rap, and how about that? My mama thinks I'm cuckoo and my dad thinks I'm lame. I said people think of me all the same. I went to school and I acted like a fool. I got a bad grade, so they treat me like a man. I said, hickory dickory dock, you can suck my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thanks, Pat. Welcome. We're gonna have Frankie McDonald in about an hour or so stick around. We're gonna play some music and have some fun. Shout out to BBB. Love you, Matt. Funky, funky. da da ba da 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 Bop. Funky, funky, different pieces. Da da ba da 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 Welcome to A Bass Guy Show. This is episode 1611. Where's Frankie? Where's Frankie, man? Frankie's on at 10:50 as advertised everywhere. Sorry it was only on 12 silver platters for you. My name is Bass Guy. This is episode 1611. You're watching A Bass Guy Show. We'll have a wee chat after this tune.
One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four.
So, welcome to a Bass Guy show. I'm completely out of practice. Welcome to Sky of the Universe. I've been really busy, to say the least. Absolutely busy. Hello to Stefan in Slovakia at Hotel Šačička, and I hope you're well. Where's Frankie? Frankie, are you here? I hope you're well wherever you are, Sky of the Universe. And, well, I know where you are, Stefan, in Slovakia. You're in Slovakia. So I've been really busy this week with repairing a very emotional week on a double front. Yeah, baby. This is a year ago, my brother Tom died a year ago. My third brother died in a row. Well, what other way is there, right? And I just have more practice than most people, I guess. He passed away on March 25th. That's Tuesday. Monday morning, Tuesday morning. So this is a year ago, he was alive. This is his last weekend a year ago that he was alive. So this is his last Friday of his life a year ago. I know maybe dates sound silly to people, but me it's important. And on that note, you know, I got flooded. My studio got destroyed. I lost almost 10 grand in gear. I rebuilt the whole thing, paid for it 95% of myself. Broke my back again doing it, and I built a Tool luthier guitar repair shop, and I fixed all my guitars. And I fixed my first bass guitar, my Circus bass guitar, a white guitar, cream color, Ibanez musician from 29 years ago. 29 years I've been holding on to it. The last time I properly played it was in 1995 with the band Mafia in Dundee, Scotland. Very well-known band. Dougie Martin was huge in Scotland. And then I got the fretless bass. My dad and I went and got a proper bass and amp so I could play with that band. So I fixed the bass. I just put 2 weeks, 15 hours a day. My arm's broken from learning and fixing and repairing, and it's not straightforward. Actually, before I show you the bass, I'll put down this one and say hello to everybody. So part of music is it's not supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to have fun and relax. And I'm in my living room. As I said, this is episode 1611, I don't know what it is, 1611, something like that. Yeah, it's a great place to call home, says Stefan in Slovakia. You can say that again. I love Canada, nice country with beautiful people. Tak to jest prawda bardzo. We're watching footage from Sky of the Universe, and this is titled REM Shuttle Bus Route 721 between Central Station in Montreal and Brossard Station. So check it out.
Very simple. It's to help the birds, the migratory birds.
So there's Sky of the Universe. We'll just turn that off and arrive and say hello. So yeah, I've been busy playing, fixing that bass, and it's gonna have its maiden voyage. That's one of my favorite tunes, actually. I used to play it a lot. I miss playing jazz in bands with people. It was fun going through all the standards, but I make the joke with Pat that, the bass is 29 years old. I've been playing for 37 years. And my joke is one day, maybe if I put in another 37 years, I'll get the hang of this content thing, this music thing, Maybe I'll be worthy. I'll be able to compare myself to the TikTokers and Facebook people if I put another 37 years in. Where's Frankie? I was just watching Christopher Walken and Will Ferrell with the cowbell sketch, and apparently Christopher Walken's really pissed off because he was in epic movies and fantastic, just beautiful acting and art, and wherever he goes now and does stuff, people bring cowbells and knock the cowbell, and they just want to hit the cowbell, more cowbell. It ruined his life. And it reminds me of the joke Giuseppe the sheep shagger, instead of, I don't want to say Giuseppe the sheep fucker too much because it's a bit rude, but fuck shit, whatever. Giuseppe the sheep fucker. Giuseppe was an Italian shipbuilder, and he built a whole armada for the Spanish Inquisition and the historical thing that was going on, and he built 175 tall ships out of wood and from the land and the earth, and they sought out the tallest trees from British Columbia, and they built these huge ships. And then everyone says, but you shag, you fuck one sheep. So everyone calls him Giuseppe the sheep shagger instead of Giuseppe the shipbuilder. I'm sorry. So there you go, Ryan. Hello, let's welcome Ryan. So that was Donna Lee. I practiced it like hell this year, and then I got, like, this is what happens with poverty and surviving, man. It's easy if you got money and mommy and daddy safety net, and you got a car and a house, and mommy, can I borrow $1,000? And for their whole fucking life. So when I learn all my songs, but then I have to, like, they closed the food store, so it took me 3 hours to go to this fucking store today. I said it took me 3 hours to go to the corner food store. So I get caught up with duties, and then I fix the bass today, and I'm gonna play it for the first time properly in 29 years. Like, I don't know if anybody cares or not, but so yeah, thanks for letting me know that this is working. I know 99.99999% of you are here to see Frankie McDonald, but I'm here to hang out with Stefan in Slovakia and Sky the Universe and anybody who's here. Shout out to Jay Neubauer. Shout out to Miami Christine, Silver Serpent, BB, Weather Guy, all the people that actually help the show. If you would like to help the show, you can. The show, it's just me playing bass. You can go to bassguyshow.com. The website is in the chat. Frankie and Sky and some other people promoted my channel last month. I got something like 2,000 to 3,000 views a day on my website, and I made $4.28 from Slovakia. So 99.99999% of people don't support this show. You can go to bassguyshow.com and tip $1, and then I can pay for my, my retirement. There's a wish list. You can help get materials to help the show, or you can join, and it's just like 12 cents a year or something like that. So thank you to the people that do help. You can go there, bassguyshow.com, and I appreciate your ass and all that stuff that people are forced to feel they have to say. Support the independent show, art and music. Thank you, Sky of the Universe. Thank you, Bass Mom. Thank you, Weather Guy BBB and Loop Wizard. Merci beaucoup, and Sensible Sam. So we're going to play the circus bass tonight in a citrus continuum. And I thought I would just go through all the stills here. The show is live every Friday. Bava fluff, le shina, le shniba, le rup, no. I do speaking me. I have a dry mouth from my spine. But did I mention I have spinal damage? All my brothers are dead and I have spinal damage and everything's fucked. And I have to take the train. There's my train ticket. I gotta take the train to go get food. My albums are all free. My videos are all free. Everything's free. You can subscribe and watch all the videos for free. But if you want to, you can support in different ways. So we'll just go back to the show now. There you go. We'll be right back after these messages made by you, the viewer.
Money back guarantee states that if you complete all 1 million techniques and you're still not a jazz master, we will happily return your payment minus shipping and handling. Shipping and handling is $99 per technique.
Are you having trouble growing vegetables? Are your tomatoes tart and your potatoes poor? Are you scared of what non-organic Shundai additives may do to your homegrown vegetation? Well, worry no more. Due to a recent shipping error, we are now in possession of a limited amount of Dr. Nair Mumstead hair follicles. From this, Enlightened Industries Labs has created the Dr. Nair Mumstead's Shaka Shundai Garden Elixir, a patented process that extracts pure essence from the actual strands of the good doctor's hair. This formula is designed to grow your vegetables naturally with no additives or shundais. Just a few drops of the elixir in your soil will rid the shundai and allow your vegetables to flourish.
So there's some commercials made by you, the viewer. So yeah, I bought new bass strings, and I do have some strings from Pat. So thank you, Pat, for getting those strings on the wish list. It was a little while ago. I haven't put them on yet because I've been busy and they're not due to be on. Every guitar has a certain expiry date, so we'll put those on. And like I said, I just fixed and repaired 7 guitars in a row and ordered all the strings. The 6-string bass, the strings were $200. That's what I wanted to, like when I buy one wire, I've got all these pedals down here and I rewired the whole entire thing after the flood. Like this one little wire was like $42. It's just ridiculous, and I struggle to keep up and to get on time and all that stuff. But the show is 100%. Anyways, I keep doing and trying, and you just say, "Hey, everybody," and smile and show your boobs and your chiseled chin, and hey, I appreciate and that. I'm just fucking done, man. Maybe in another 37 years, eh? Let's take a look at some videos of stuff I filmed. Here is spring in 2013. This is the first sunset of spring, March 20th, 2013. That's when I started streaming the show live. And I'll put on different music due to copyright. So there's one video. was the first sunset. And here is one called Bringing Springin'. This is also 2013 in my hometown. I filmed this, a long time ago. So, yeah, it's been emotional lately. Like, I had no idea that when I repaired... I've been carrying that white Ibanez around with me my whole life. I didn't even play it after a while. I just brought it everywhere with me, like to Poland and Africa and just like different countries, Scotland, and then back again. And it's always been with me, and it just corroded. Even though I kept it, I didn't do anything to it. Even one of my bass students... I used to have a bass student 5 years ago, and then 10 years ago I had 100 students, and they said, man, your bass is fucked, you gotta fix it, dude. And I finally fixed it. I put about 100 or 200 hours, I don't know how much, over 2 weeks, and I literally finished it just before the show. And it was emotional because that was the Circus bass. I mean, I can show you Circus. It was a band that I was in. Accept all, it's my own channel. And I was in this band, Circus, and we played at Fafun Electrique and all these places downtown. I'll let you hear some of the music. And it was on this bass, man. It was on this bass that there's the bass right there. I'm gonna play that bass. That's when I was 17 years old. I moved out of home when I was 16 years old, and I was playing in bars by the time I was 17, or earlier than that. And I still can't get a gig or respect their money or anything. It's all just like TikTok yoga pants bullshit. But let me just move into the song a bit. We had a little following.
Finding a path through freezing seas. Grass in mountain snow, the trees are growing on demand, sprouting from the sand of the warm.
So yeah, I played in that band on the bass I'm about to show you. And there's always too much stuff, but hello Quebec Buff. Welcome Quebec Buff. Thank you Sky the Universe and Ryan Hector for people hanging out. So those are some spring videos, and here's a bass that kind of looked like it, but it wasn't, and I actually I bought the bass off my brother. This is my brother Jamie at the age of 17 years old playing bass. Check out how my brother played bass. If I can find it. So that was my brother when he was 17 years old. We're going to look at old episodes. We're going to talk to Frankie McDonald. And I'm about to do the maiden voyage of playing this bass for the first time. I haven't tried it yet. I literally have not tried it. I did like 200 hours fixing it. Let me just get the screen back and everything working. There we go. European mapping. I remember you, I think, European mapping. Were you on Periscope? So, I literally, is it this cam? I took off every single metal object, like 30, 40 bits, put them all in vinegar for 48 hours, cleaned all the dirt off, dissolved it, scrubbed it, polished it, put it all back together. Took fret leveling. I polished the frets, I crowned the frets, I sanded the frets, I filed the frets, I leveled the frets, I did the electronics, I put it to passive instead of active, and I paint repaired all the thing, and it took about 200 hours, and I think I fixed it. Of course, there'll be little mistakes. It's fun, eh, Pat? 37 years and I got 5 viewers. Forget how to do it. Had it all, but the store is 3 hours away, so hello to all the stealth viewers who never sign in or have a face or say anything or help. You're welcome too. Valentine, won't you be my Valentine and share your heart with mine and be my Valentine? Summertime, we could run and play like summertime. Stories and nursery rhymes. If you be my Valentine, candy heart. If anyone could, you could have a candy heart. You're the sweetest of all sweethearts. Won't you give your heart to me? Can't you see? I love you, Valentine. Won't you be my Valentine and share your space with mine and be my Valentine? Oh, flat of Scotland, when will we see your likes again that stood against him? Proud Edward's army and sent him homeward to think again. Thank you, Sky. Just trying to joke around with extreme styles, you know? Going from jazz to drum and bass to country western music. Because why not? Let me put my guitar down and get my heat together. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. Hello, Aladdin. Patrick, do you have any siblings? Yes, Patrick has 7 children. Oh, sorry, I wasn't supposed to say so.
Thank you for calling the Bass Guy Shoe Help Desk. If you are having troubles with your stream, please press the letter Y, then the following code 1232145 uppercase 3 penguin. If you would like to wish Chicky Mickey a happy birthday, please press pound cake. You have chosen to wish Chicky Mickey a happy birthday. To send Chicky Mickey a sunset scope, please log into Periscope and wait for the sun to set in your area. If you chose to send Chicky Mickey money, blink. You have chosen to send Chicky Mickey $7,415.
So while we're waiting for Frankie and Stefan in Slovakia, let's take a look at the Bass Guy show 9 years ago today. 9 years ago today.
Live on Concert Window. I'd like to wish everybody a happy spring. It is officially spring as of yesterday. Trying to play some positive songs for Spring Week. See, Exabone is now following. It's hard for me to hear in the studio, that's the only bad thing. Can you hear the guitar?
That's crazy because that's the first time Exabone ever found our show and he ended up watching for like 7 years.
Guitar? Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise of this morning, rise of the early sun. 3 little birds sit by my doorstep, singing this sweet song, a bit fast, a melody's pure and true. Sing this This is my message to you. It's a bit fast, but oh well. We can slow it down. There we go. Sing and don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Sing and don't worry about a thing. Yeah, and it's always nice to play for new viewers as well as for our friends or family called the Bass Gang, just to explain English learning speaking problems done. Explain the situation to some of the new viewers like Patrick and Paul. Is the reason I started doing the show is because I have undergone two spinal surgeries. If you see where the finger is pointing, that's my back. You see that white stuff on the side of the spine, like it's running down the spine? That's your nerve. It goes all the way from your brain all the way down onto each leg, and that big black protrusion there should not be there. I mean, that's huge. So most of the cushion between my last disc, where the green circle is, has been removed twice. So it's bone against bone, and the nerve has been damaged, so I'm in pain a lot. So I'm trying to find out how to keep being a musician without having to go in a car and lift heavy amps. And it's hard for me to do anything more than an hour. Rainbow, so pretty in the sky. There are also voices of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, "How do you do?"
Hey, Frankie MacDonald.
They're really just saying, I hear the baby cry, and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more. Bass Gang will never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful There goes the FedEx truck. All you have to do is click on the green subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube right now, and you subscribe to the Bass Guy Show, and all your wildest fantasies will come true. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. Bit. We'll turn that down a little bit. I think we forgot to do one of the important segments at the beginning of the Bass Guy Show, which happens to be a live interactive music comedy chat webcast show recorded, performed, and edited live by Bass Guy every weekday on concertwindow.com/Bass Guy. Just saying that off the top of my head. We forgot to swivel the camera. Swivel, 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 swivel. Point up, 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 up. And we forgot to do the Ryan Inagaki scene. We take the string, and the moon of Ryan Inagaki rises above us and brings... Just turn the frickin' green screen off, Trenholm. Thank you. You are watching the Bass Guy Show live on Concert Window. I'd like to wish everybody a happy spring. It is officially spring as of yesterday. Trying to play some positive songs for Spring Week. See, Exabone is now following. Wall. Let's start off with saying hello to the wall people. Hello to the wall people. Sloppy Unfocused in New Jersey. Ryan Inagaki, the Inagaki in Dubuque. Welcome to the room. No, you don't have to be quiet here, Ryan. You can do anything you want here. In fact, I think we're distorting the mic a bit. I'll turn that down a little bit. I think we forgot to do one of the important segments at the beginning of the Bass Guy Show, which happens to be a live interactive music comedy chat webcast show recorded, performed, and edited live by Bass Guy every weekday on concertwindow.com/Bass Guy. Just saying that off the top of my head. We forgot to
Of the bunker. A novel of temptation and primitive passions. Cracker girl. She's hot and sweaty.
Oh, we have a
sitting
caller.
on the porch all day.
Oh. Hello, Bass Guy. You're live on the air.
The doctor is in. Hello, Jack. It's Dr. Nair Mumstead calling.
Hey, doctor. How you doing?
Well, I'm just doing great. We just spent an afternoon seminar with the Odaléhi people.
The what people?
The Odaléhi people.
Okay.
In the Swiss Alps. They're monks. They're a little-known Christian sect, but they imparted to us some great meditation techniques, which I'd be really, really excited to share with you today, because you see, the Odaléhi people are masters of moderation and balance. And this is what's missing inside a lot of us. A lot of us are racing too fast or striving to consume, and then you have the other extreme where people are depressed and slothful and lazy. So you through these techniques, you can bring a balance in the middle, you know, like in the center of the Rafa and the Bubblezoids and the gnome will align itself with the spirit, soul, and body, and you will attain a complete peace and rest as fast as possible.
As fast as possible, okay.
Yeah, this represents the racing of our minds and the anxiety, and we slow the chanting down to a normal, moderate pace or tempo.
Okay, so we're aiming to be balanced, basically.
Yeah, and it must be done with a partner, because here at Enlightenment Industries, we seek to support one another. So the support of a partner, so we must do it together.
Okay, well, we just had our first female caller in today on the show, and she was the sun, like literally the sun in the sky, a great big ball of fire. And I will hook up with her later, and she can be my spiritual partner for meditating.
Okay, well, I thought you and I could do it together to demonstrate to the listeners.
That's great. And Dr. Nair Mumstead, we also have a new viewer on the air with us. His name is Brian, and he's in, I think, Connecticut in America, and he's listening, and he's going to tune in with we ask all the viewers who are watching today's show to close your eyes and sit in the OPA position and listen to Dr. Nair Mumstead and I practice our daily life coaching. Doctor?
Okay, so we will begin on the count of 3, and you must chant as quickly as possible. And as I give the cues, we will gradually slow the tempo down to a moderate pace.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, 1 second. Wait. Okay, let's go for it.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that was incredible, Doctor. I felt that. I feel like all of the angst and
The striving, the racing.
everything. I feel in tune now. I feel relaxed. I feel like genuine, you know? Thank
Okay,
you.
now the second part of the meditation is we start at a very slow tempo. This is to get us out of a state of apathy and procrastination and slothfulness. So we want to achieve that moderate middle road, if you will, where we will unite the gnome, the Rafa, and the Bubblezoids.
Okay, we just had a good point from one of our viewers.
Hey man, where are we? Baloney. Do I even know you? Baloney. Is this even real? Baloney. I need a meal. Ladies and gentlemen, tried to call you, Frankie. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Frankie MacDonald. How you doing, Frankie?
I'm doing great so far. It's raining outside in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Friday evening right now. Things are great so far.
Amazing. We have the one and only Frankie MacDonald. I was looking so forward to tonight, Frankie. How are things in Sydney, Nova Scotia with the weather?
Things are great so far. It's currently raining outside where I'm at right now. I can see raindrops.
You can see raindrops. Okay. Are you warm and dressed properly?
Yes.
Awesome. We have Frankie MacDonald live in Sydney, Nova Scotia. I'm in Montreal. What do you want to talk about, Frankie?
That means it got snow hitting from Montreal on Monday. Where you're at?
We have snow coming. When?
Montreal, Monday.
I thought so. We always have one snowstorm before spring. Everyone thinks, oh, it's spring, and then we have a huge snowstorm. How much snow, Frankie?
5 centimeters of snow in your area.
I think we can handle that. And what's the weather like in America right now?
And then they're getting really dry weather in Southern California. That's going to cause Santa winds. That's going to trigger a lot of fires. It's really hot in Texas right now. It's really cold outside in Michigan right now, in New York, interior New York, and things like Buffalo, Rochester, and all those places right now. There's cold air, warm air, and rain and snow in Haggadah, Japan.
Would you like to say hi to Sky of the Universe?
Hi, Pat, Sky, the Universe. I'm doing great so far.
And also to Stefan in Slovakia.
Hi, Stefan, Slovakia. Things are great so far. It's raining on the side where I'm at right now.
We'll call Stefan in about 5 minutes if you can remind me, okay?
Yeah, things are great so far in my hometown.
And I saw you in the mall today. It was so good to see you. How was the Mayflower Mall today, your shift?
Mayflower Mall is great so far.
Mr. Smith Glendale says, been a few weeks, missed you guys. Hey, Frankie, you do any fishing when the weather is better?
That means that there's other people do fishing. I don't do fishing. They do.
How about weather for fishing? What kind of weather should people have for fishing?
You have to be nice weather to do fishing too.
When should people not go fishing?
When it's raining outside.
Lightning and thunder. You remember that time the Bass Guy Show got hit by lightning?
Back in July 2023.
There's Frankie and your photographic memory. You got your umbrella, Frankie.
That means it was heavy rain in your area back in July 2 years ago.
Yeah, and the lightning bolt hit right in front of the studio, and I jumped up like 5 inches in the air, and it was incredible. That was your favorite part of the Bass Guy show, Frankie.
Yes, it was epic.
Decade in review, right?
Yeah, that's decade in review.
Frankie, how long have we been doing our YouTube stuff for?
A while now.
So, like, you're 40 and I'm 50. In like 30 years, are we going to still do it when we're old men with like canes?
And did you hear about this? Did you Biff Tannen is a bad guy in Back to the Future movies?
I'm trying to watch The Price is Right. Get out of here.
Biff Tannen was a bully in Back to the Future universe.
That's right. Biff Tannen has blonde hair, and he's a big guy with a low IQ. He's a big jock. Oh, man, isn't it cool? What's going on in the world, Frankie?
Right now in the world is and weather out of rain outside my hometown right now.
And are there people out tonight celebrating and going to the bars?
Yes, I see the people at Dooley's right now. Things are great so far.
Amazing.
I had Eastside Mario's pizza for dinner, and I was working at the Mayflower Mall today. Just imagine, I get news for you. Just imagine somebody's heard to host in a nightclub. What does that mean when the guy comes out and say, there's a bouncer at the door?
What's all that music? There's a bouncer at the door. Do you have ID to get in, sir?
The police say.
Sir, is this a residential or commercial area?
Residential.
Well, how come you turned your house into a nightclub, sir?
What?
Why did you turn your house into a nightclub, sir?
I couldn't handle lockdown.
Okay, I understand. Do you have a license for this?
No.
Put your hands behind your back, 'cause you're coming with me.
Well, the guy gets up next to me and say, Mom, what happened?
Said, son, your dad cracked. He spent all our money, took the family credit card, went to Home Depot and painted the walls black, put up disco balls and a sound system, and the police arrested him. Son, your father and I are getting
divorced.
Frankie, are you going to tell these jokes on your world tour?
When are going to visit his dad in prison? How long?
He can only visit on the last Sunday of the month for 1 hour only.
Then the guard will say,
"Time's up." I love your jokes.
Professional boxer Ryan Rizicki's heading to Saudi Arabia on May 3rd.
That's amazing. I got your email, Frankie. I've been following Ryan Rizicki ever since I met you, so for like 9-10 years now. And yeah, he's doing really well with his boxing career, eh?
He's heading to Saudi Arabia on May 3rd.
He has mostly wins, right? He mostly won every fight.
He's fighting against a guy from Sweden. Just imagine doctor picked up the guy throwing him in the garbage at the hospital.
He goes, the police come. Sir, are you the doctor of this hospital?
Yes.
Did you throw the guy in the garbage?
Doctor says, I'm just too busy.
Well, you can't be throwing guys in the garbage. You come with me. You're under arrest.
What does that mean?
He goes to jail, and then he meets the guy who the father who turned his house into a nightclub, and they become buddies, and they make a gang.
Just imagine a bully smashed a really expensive smartphone to the guy's really expensive smartphone where it was a bully smashed it. What does that mean?
He goes, give me your phone. Breaks it on the ground. He goes, why'd you break my phone?
If you took a digital camera and if you took a picture of a bully, what happens if you send an email to the police of the bully? What does that mean?
The bully will have to go to jail.
What does that mean?
The bully will have to go to... Bully, you have two choices. Jail or Greece.
Just imagine when a high school kid flushed a cherry bomb down the toilet in high school.
So the student put a cherry bomb down the toilet, explodes the toilet, the water goes all down the school hallway. What happens?
What does that mean?
That means, would Sean Stevens please report to the main office? And he has to go to the main office. And he goes, did you set the cherry bomb down the toilet, son?
Greece or?
You have two choices. Either go to jail or Greece.
Greece.
So now he has to go to school in Greece as a foreign exchange student, and he has to learn his history in Greek.
That will be his punishment.
He won't know what's going on, Frankie. He'll be doing math, and it'll be like in a different language, so he'll be like, I don't know what's going on, man.
That'll be that guy's punishment.
Frankie, the universe, the sky. What's going on with space news? Are we going to get hit by an asteroid soon, I hope? Quick, yes, please.
The asteroid's going to bypass the Earth.
Oh, man.
Gee.
Okay,
They had an
well,
earthquake in Alaska. They had another earthquake in Panama.
I was wondering about Julie. I know she's not in Jakarta, but Julie in Indonesia, they just had a huge volcano there, right?
It was really bad.
And another volcano in Hawaii.
Biff Tannen is the bad guy, and from Back to the Future, when he was rich in Back to the Future Part 2, Biff Tannen wanted to control the whole world. He wanted to control his hometown of Hill Valley.
I remember Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers was in Back to the Future. I think it was Part 2. He was, the bass player?
Yeah.
He was the guy from Red Hot Chili Peppers, the punk guy. He was in the car, in the pickup truck. He was a hillbilly. Cool flashlight emoji, Sky. So we have Sky of the Universe, and he's saying that George Foreman passed away. Do you remember George Foreman Grills? It's so good he put his name on it.
Yeah, he passed away.
Oh, that's too bad. I know a guy named Sean Stevens. I just made that name up, Sky, so... It's a quiet night tonight here, Frankie, but we're having fun, right?
Yes.
Because it's not about money. It's not about numbers. It's not about intelligence.
Heavyweight boxing champion dies at 76.
Say that again, buddy?
He died today.
That's too bad. Well...
He died today in your area.
Rest in peace. In my area.
That means 1 week later, that's a 1-year anniversary for Tom's death.
That's right, my brother Thomas. This was his last Friday on the planet Earth. He passes away on Monday and Tuesday. So it's been 1 year. We survived, Frankie. I couldn't do it without you. It's been a really, really messed up time. But
and next week's Space Guy show, it's going to be Tom Casey Memorial.
Tom Casey Memorial next week. Should I just keep going, Frankie?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Frankie, for being my friend and helping me through all this and being a good support, friend.
Then they have to do a moment of silence for Tom Casey.
Well, let's do it right now.
To Space Guy's brother, Tom Casey.
Thank you, Frankie. I appreciate that very much.
That's the moment of silence for Tom Casey.
Yeah, he was up a ladder guy on the show. He came to visit me before, and he came to visit me, and yeah, it's all messed up, but
in
it's
late
life,
August, 2 years ago, that was Tom Casey's last in-person appearance on Bass Guy Show.
On a Bass Guy Show, and he used to call in up a ladder all the time, and had many friends, and many people loved him, and it's craziness, Frankie. Nothing, I don't know. It just makes me want to hang out with people like you and Sky of the Universe, and I don't give a shit about anything else. Just want to be with my real friends, and everyone else can go fuck off and die. But I mean that in the most best, positive, honest, truthful, authentic way. Not a sellout, basically. I'm not a sellout, Frankie.
Things are going great so far. Lots of rain on the west coast next week of Canada.
How much rain, Frankie? How many millimeters?
A lot of rain in Vancouver for the whole week next week.
Any, how about a prediction? What is this spring going to be like in North America?
What?
Sky is saying that he met Thomas. He was lucky enough to meet him one day.
Last time Tom Casey went to North America, that was before his death in August 2023.
That's right. He came to my house, and Pat came over, and we hung out, and we partied, and we played guitar, and we sang, and we had all around this table. The table that's right here in the studio. This is the Casey family table. So thank you, Sky of the Universe. Mr. Smith Glandale, hello Sky. He used to have hundreds per show. Who used to have hundreds per show, Sky?
That was that means that's a memorial. That's the episode before his death.
And people focus on just like total craziness, like unimportant things, like what they're going to buy and what they're going to wear and how much money they're going to make and how much stuff they own and their cars and consuming and politics and blah blah. Screw all that shit,
and
man.
dictatorship countries, that's another thing.
I say go sit outside, sit under a tree and look at the sky and the birds and just appreciate life and shut the hell up.
That U.S. president is like a dictator.
Oh, he's great. He's doing an amazing job so far.
What?
Sorry, Frankie. So, Frankie, what's the summer of 2025 going to be
It's going to be
like?
extremely hot. That's going to bring a lot of fires in western and interior British Columbia, where Giuliani lives.
Hey, I forgot. You forgot to remind me. We got to call. Who do we have to call,
And
Frankie?
Giuliani's supposed to be going to protect in British Columbia next week.
Okay, but we got to call. We got to call Stefan.
Yeah.
We can call Pat too, but I never want to bother Pat. Pat works hard. He's busy all the time. Pat's like Elvis of Montreal. He's famous. Super, super famous. Hello to Stefan at Hostel Starchichka. How you doing, Stefan?
Hi, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stefan in Slovakia. So good to have you, Stefan.
Yes, thank you.
Stefan, I don't think a lot of people know this. Just a second, Frankie. Stefan, sometimes you work 28 hours a day. That's no lie, right?
Yes, sometimes I work 28 hours a day, and sometimes I sleep 2 or 3 hours. From these 28 hours, I sleep at the night shift, if I'm lucky.
But you've been working a lot. You took out a credit card. You have some debt. So now you're working as much as possible to try and pay off your debt. So good for you, Stefan.
I'm alone. Too bad for me.
So for viewers that don't know you, could you quickly tell us who you are, Stefan?
Who I am? I am a guy from Slovakia, from Banska Bystrica. I'm a teacher of English language and computer skills. I work at the copy shop as a manager of the shop, or seller and technician. And I am a front desk officer, night front desk officer at Hotel Šachtička. And as I said, I teach computer skill. That means Microsoft Office. Pat is here.
Pat's here too.
Hello, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Sky of the Universe from Montreal. How's it going, Sky?
Oh, going great. I'm actually just going outside the metro now and going to be doing a little walk, so perfect timing.
Oh, wow. You're on location. You're out and about. You're on the go. You're on the up.
That's right. Like Frankie, I'm outside, and like Stefan, doing our duties.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sky of the Universe on location.
Downtown Sydney right now. It's raining outside in Sydney.
Hey, Stefan. Hey, Frankie. Hey, Jack. Here it's clear skies. Beautiful clear skies.
We might have clear sky as well, but it's like dark outside, so I don't see whether there are stars or not. I have no idea.
People keep bugging us over and over and over again. Frankie, can you do a tornado siren for one of your fans? Hey, look, one of your fans is out there right now. He's so famous, eh, Pat?
He is. Everyone wants to say hi to Frankie.
Yes. That means Joey Ollie's supposed to be going to protect in British Columbia next week to play in the band.
Well, we got a fire truck, guys.
What's the current situation in Montreal?
Bonus. There you go.
Look at that, a live fire truck. That's what you do, eh? You do that.
Yeah, you know, film nature walks, news stories. Different people want different things. Metro rides, bus rides. But I like to, you know, have some personal time and just do some walking, you know.
So I'm going to hand the show over to you guys. I need to lie down on the ground.
Yeah, take a break, Jack. You deserve it. And by the way, that bass sounded amazing. You did a great job restoring it, buddy.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers. Yeah, so Frankie, Jack, good to talk to you guys. And it's always nice to have a conversation. So how are you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
Me too.
Awesome. Yeah, that's good to hear. It's finally the weekend, eh?
Yes. I have night shifts on Friday and Saturday, so I basically have no weekend.
Yeah, exactly. You're working hard all the time.
Yeah, because I have the stupid loan.
You got to pay off your debts, but you're getting there slowly.
Yes, yes.
And Frankie, I think you work at the Mayflower Mall, right?
Yes, I worked at the Mayflower Mall. That means I had to eat San Mario's pizza for dinner.
And how's the Popeye's Chicken building coming, the restaurant? Is it almost open?
So they're doing inside work now. They're putting in pop machine, they're putting electrical work and doing plumbing work and things like this.
That's great news. I've never tried Popeyes. We don't have it here in Quebec. And I don't know, Stefan, you have Popeyes?
We don't have Popeyes. We have Burger King in Zvolen. We have McDonald's, and I've heard that in Slovakia, Burger King is going to be even in villages, because now it's maybe in the big cities. But I don't know what I said. McDonald's wants to be in small villages now in Slovakia.
Frankie doing the dog.
Yes, nice.
He's a comedian and he's a smart man. He knows the weather. He knows everything. So it's good to be smart and funny.
Yes.
And it's almost summer, which means music festivals are coming up. Eh? Here in Montreal, we have the Jazz Festival.
Yes, in America they have Coachella.
Oh, really? That sounds really cool.
Yes, I think because I learned this when I prepared for my English language state exam, and I know that in America there is Coachella, and there is one song, and one singer sings about Coachella. I think it's Will Smith or something like that.
Really?
So, yeah, Coachella is pretty cool. It's probably pretty cool musical festival.
Yes, I think Slovakia has some really cool music. I love Slovakian music.
Yes.
And I think, Frankie, you too, eh? In Nova Scotia, they have the giant fiddle, I think, right?
The biggest fiddle in the world.
That's amazing. It's good to hear music from all over the place. You know, there's so much variety, and you know, it's amazing.
Frankie,
yeah, before I left
kind of
on
summer
the
are we going to have in Slovakia?
And did
that,
you hear about
Stefan?
this? Time Springs ahead in your area, Stefan, on March 30th.
Yes, I know. That's great, great information. Thanks a lot.
That means you got to go to bed 1 hour early because Time Springs is ahead next weekend.
Yes, that's perfect. And you know what, guys? When there is like a more light, in the evenings and in the mornings. I will make video and I will send it to you on Skype or on Teams. How I drive my car from Banska Bystrica, the place where I live. I will to Szachticzka. It's a beautiful drive.
That's amazing.
Yes, yes. Pat, and how was your work? How was your work, Pat?
It was long and a bit tiring, but it's Friday finally, so it was sort of productive. So
Yes, nice. You are the best call center agent in your company. Clapping.
I try.
Yes.
And you're the best hotel receptionist.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
And Frankie's the best entertainer and best weatherman.
Yes, exactly. And comedian.
Yes,
And I
that
think
means they
you
hate
got-
Pat. Savannah's Time Springs ahead on March 30th.
Yes, exactly, Frankie. Yes.
And right now, how's the time difference? 4 hours only, or 3 hours?
3 hours.
Between
difference in
5
England,
hours. 5 hours.
in Slovakia as of right now. And once again, past daylight savings time on March 30th, Slovakia, it'll be 5 hour difference from Sydney, Nova Scotia, from here to Slovakia.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, that's perfect.
And spring has arrived. It was the first day of spring yesterday, I think.
Down in New Zealand, Chile, and Sydney, Australia, their time falls back on April 6th.
That's incredible. And it's winter coming up, right, in Australia?
They're in the fall year now. Down in New Zealand, leaves will be changing their colors in New Zealand in April.
That's amazing.
Yes. They are going to have winter, and we are the lucky ones. We are having summer, even though you Pat probably.
New Zealand, their swimming season finishes up in March and April. Their swimming season's over at the beach down New Zealand. That means in July, it's not a beach weather for them. January's a beach weather for them.
You'd have to swim indoors, like Stefan in the hotel.
Yes.
July, in June and July, it's not a good time. It's not swimming season at the beach in New Zealand because it's southern hemisphere winter.
Yes, exactly, Frankie.
Yeah, and I think what is the other thing coming up in summer is starting June 20th, right? Or June 21st?
June 20th, summer begins. Winter begins in New Zealand June 20th on the same day. That's their shortest day of the year in New Zealand, June 20th.
That's incredible. What's the weather going to be like in Slovakia this summer? Do you have any idea?
It's really hot in Slovakia, but it's going to be really, really cold in South Africa, in New Zealand, and Chile.
Oh, wow.
Why? Why?
I guess that's the weather pattern, eh, Frankie?
Yeah.
Yes,
Down New
probably.
Zealand, they get snowstorms in Christchurch, Dunedin, and even Queenstown, New Zealand, and Invercargill, New Zealand in June and July. So Chile will be getting snowstorms in July too, because they're in the southern hemisphere. That's their winter.
So it'll be chilly in Chile.
Yes,
It'll be-
they will
cold.
eat
It'll be
chili.
really cold weather down New Zealand then.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Their
so
seasons the opposite of my seasons.
and Nova Scotia, it's usually sort of rainy a lot, eh? In the summer.
You'll be getting dry season. Botswana, Mozambique will be entering the dry season. Angola will be entering the dry season.
Hopefully there's no fires this year, forest fires or nature floods.
It will be summer in April, May, and the monsoon season begins in June. Same when our summer starts. Their summer is over. They enter monsoon season down in India.
I know Jack's been to India a few times. He has a lot of pictures and videos. And he has a nice rug on his wall, right, Jack? That beautiful carpet. Amazing. They have beautiful music there, beautiful culture. And I think, Jack, you're saying you have to dig out your train videos. You have some videos of taking the train on some.
Yeah, I have like I documented stuff like I started documenting in the 90s, and I have maybe 500, 600, 700 CDs packed full of stuff from India and traveling places. My idea was in the future they'd have a machine where you could take a CD and you could swipe it. You just swipe it and it would collect all the data, but it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, maybe one day soon. make it much easier. You want to back all that up? You want to put it in some kind of storage.
But life is like John Lennon said it the best. Life is what happens to you when you're making plans. I started organizing all my CDs and all my family photos, and I got everything, and it was like just 18 hours a day for a year fixing everything, and then Tom passed away. So it's just like while you're busy collecting stuff, other stuff happens that's bigger than the stuff that already happened. And I don't know why we document, Pat and Frankie and even Stefan. I think we collect and record things to.
Yeah, I know.
Why do we do it?
I guess to honor the people, or honor ourselves, to have memories, to honor history, so people in the future can look back.
That's what I did in one of the first things I made was a video of Saint Anne de Bellevue after I'd been away for 15 years, and the first thing I said at the start in text was, "This is in the memory of those who passed before." This is in the memory of those who passed before us. Because while we're all talking, and while anyone watching, me, you, anyone, Frankie, anything you're doing, you're going to be gone one day too. So what have you done? Are you going to say, oh, I have a big house and a car and money? Or I made 7,000 videos about butterflies? I mean, which is more important? I don't know.
Exactly. This honors our memory. We have a legacy. And Stefan, I know you like to watch videos as well. I think you have quite a few videos too going back, right? Home videos.
That's Joni Mitchell said it the best, that we're all, Velcro loved that. Joni Mitchell said that we're all chicken scratching at our immortality.
I like that one.
We're chicken scratching at our, I think it was that, chicken scratching at our normality, like chickens scratch on the ground. That's what we do. That's what Elon Musk and they're just trying to get their little mark in history. It's futile. It's ego.
Yeah, meanwhile, we have videos, we have music, weather reports, you name it.
I got angry today. Not like I usually do, but I was thinking, so there's a lot of noise.
Oh, sorry, maybe it's the wind. Hang on, I'll meet my...
Yeah, I think must be windy outside. I was just thinking today, Pat, that isn't it crazy that like if you like you and I and other millions of people, we do videos and art and the friendship and music and talking, and no one gives a shit, it seems, almost no one. And then if you sell plastic or aluminum siding, or you're in the stock market and you're a dictator, then you get everything. Isn't it? Everything's fucking backwards, man. It's frustrating.
I know, this to me is life, man. 4 cool guys chatting online and music. It's beautiful. I love it. This is life.
Sorry, Stefan, what were you saying?
Pat is saying, but it's windy, so we cannot hear him. Pat is saying.
Stefan, what? Go for it, Pat. Sorry.
It's windy, so we cannot hear him.
Yeah, try again, Pat.
This is a perfect Friday night. 4 guys talking online, music, friendship. I love it. This is what life's about.
My pants.
How's she go by, dudes? How's it going? Frankie McDonald. You're live on a Bass Guy show from Montreal, guys.
Hey,
wow,
this is the
so
Bass
many
Guy
fans.
Montreal.
Women throw themselves at Frankie, guys. Do you know that?
They're going to Julie's, maybe, eh? Going to sing.
Women throw themselves at Frankie, Pat. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Mr. Glendale and Andrew Ravitz and Brad. Wow, you got a lot of friends here watching, Frankie. Would you like to say anything, Frankie, to all your fans around the world?
Gonna get a lot of beaches. Over to the country, gonna meet a lot of beaches. Over to the country, gonna meet a lot of beaches. Over to the country, gonna meet a lot of beaches. Beaches come from a can. They're reported by a man from a factory downtown. Millions of peaches, pizzeria. Let's go.
Thank you, Frankie. Wow, you had a lot of fans there, Frankie.
Hi, Brad Cranshaw. Hi, Andrew Ravitz.
I wanted to ask Stefan, what was Slovakia like when it was a communistic country when you were young?
Well, it was terrible. People were scared of saying anything. I didn't even realize that there is something else than communist regime until the Velvet Revolution, when I went to Germany, I went to Italy, but mostly to the Germany, where I picked up strawberries. I made some money, so it was not very nice. People couldn't travel.
How old were you before you knew that there was like North America and democracy and everything?
I went to Canada. I was about 18 years old.
Up until the age of like 15, you didn't know anything about the West?
No way. I was watching movies about America, but I didn't even think that what the hell, that there's something different. Because the communist regime was very tough. The news were not telling the truth. So it was like all in favor of communists. So that was pretty awful.
Well, that's fascinating for us, Stefan, because you didn't know. It's like the Socrates allegory of the guy in the cave. You didn't know the outside world was there, and people overlook that.
This is the same what is in China or North Korea right now. There is only Communist Party, the ruling party, and people live in a bubble.
Well, as you can tell, our method of life and democracy is much better over here. Look at the way things are now.
Over Quebec is trying to get rid of English language.
Yeah, I heard about
that's right.
it. You told that.
Even in my own town, they're going to get rid of English off the website. Hey, Pat, can you show us where you are? You were showing us the city. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, this is St. Joseph's Oratory. It's one of the largest churches in Canada and one of the biggest in the world. And it's here in Côte-de-Neige.
Can you do a sideways, or would that screw up your phone? Or
we can try. Let's see.
Oh, hey, it's Frankie McDonald.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, show us again. Talk again, Pat. You have to talk to activate your cam.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, on Skype, if you talk, your cam gets activated.
I really had no idea about that. That's incredible. So, yeah, there's St. Joseph's Oratory there. I hope you guys can see it.
Go sideways again. It worked, but then it didn't work. So just go back. Yeah. Tell us about the St. Joseph's again. The other way.
Hey Pat, on your smartphone you gotta have rotation lock.
Oh, that's why. Hang on, I think I could fix it here. Auto rotate. Okay, I'm gonna try now, guys. Is this a bit better?
It works.
Yeah, that's it. Right on, Pat. Woo!
Thank you. Yeah, so this is St. Joseph's Oratory. It's apparently the largest Catholic church in Canada. And the dome the big dome on top. Apparently, it's the second largest in the world, only after St.
Only
Peter's.
after my dome. My dome is a bit bigger, but that's
Exactly.
amazing. We have Frankie McDonald from Sydney, Nova Scotia, Stefan in Slovakia, and you are at one of the world's most famous structures in the world. What else could you ask for? I mean, come on, who are these guys?
This is like, I love it. You guys are
by-
the best. Love you
And
guys.
by the way, happy birthday to Dr. Nair Mumstead.
Yes, happy birthday. Tell him I say happy birthday next time you talk to him.
Frankie, could you sing happy birthday to Dr. Nair Mumstead?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dr. Rosie. Happy birthday to you.
Dr. Rosiar, I love it. And Stefan, how are you doing at Hotel Stachichka?
Pretty soon my night shift will be over, like in 2 hours. So I will go home and I will sleep during day, and then at the night in the afternoon at 6 p.m. I will go again to another night shift.
So before we get to the question, thank you, Stefan. I bought a little lamp today, and it looks like the robot from the Pixar movie, whatever that company was. And you can bend the thing, and you click it on battery power, and now I can read my sheet music. So I got a little nice robot lamp here. And we have a question for Frankie from Andrew Herbert. Do you remember Andrew, Frankie?
Yes, I guess he's doing great though. He was on Compound Media last year before Compound merged with Sensor TV.
Well, Andrew says, Frankie is what gives me hope for humanity. And he says, Frankie, I have a question. The great George Foreman just passed away. Where was Frankie during this?
I'm in Sydney, Nova Scotia. I was working at the Mayflower Mall, and I was at Dooley's.
So he's asking if you have anything to do with that.
Not of that at all.
Okay, and you're not dealing drugs on the street, are you?
No, not at all either.
So Pat, what's going on what's going on over there? It looks busy.
I'm mute, Pat.
Pat, what's going on, brother?
Sorry, there we go. Yeah, I'm actually going to check the mail of my buddy Alan. He's in Uganda right now visiting his family, so going to check the mail and head home.
Oh, dumb. One computer, I have the whole screen comments, big, huge letters, but I'm looking at the little one that I can hardly see. I don't know why.
Technology, eh?
Yeah. Bass Guy, does your website have contact? Yes, it does. If you go on to bassguyshow.com, there is contact info there on bassguyshow.com. And there's an email thing that you can send in address. Today's March 21st. Let me just, bassguyshow.com, and you can tip there. You can support, you can get something for the show, and I'll open it up live on the show, or you can join. And the show is live every Friday night. So bassguyshow.com, it's bassguyvideos@gmail.com, and it's on bassguyshow.com. So yes. I forget to do the advertising. My mouth is dry, Pat. I forget to do the advertising stuff.
Yeah, I put the link, the tip link, usually every like half hour or 20 minutes. We try.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's tough because like $4 comes in, and then someone tips $10, and then $3, and then I get a bill for $345 for strings. So, but we keep going.
Yeah, you keep going. We have to do right. Keep soldiering on. And it's gonna be worth
come
it.
on, Andrew. Don't make jokes about that. It's a bit too early. This is the message we need right now. So yeah, Frankie gives hope to humanity. I've heard that a lot.
What?
I'm going to hand the show over to you guys for 5 more minutes before we finish up.
Yeah, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up too here because I'm almost at my buddy's house to pick up his mail, see if he has any. So I'll leave it to you two. So thanks, guys, for joining me here, and thanks, Jack, for having me. And I wish you guys a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys on.
Pat, say Alan that we love him and that we are sending greetings to him to Uganda.
Oh yes, I will tell him that for sure.
Yeah, whatever, Pat, man. I don't care.
I'll let him know you guys say hi, man. He's watched the show on New Year's once, so I think he said hi to him. So yeah.
Alan looks cool. I'd love to meet him one day. That'd be really fun to meet him, Pat.
Yeah, he's like you guys, a true gentleman. So.
Hey, Pat. Every time I go to the plaza, I can see downtown. I could see the St. Joseph's from the train station, and I think I'm going to go there this summer. I'm going to go all the way and go, hey, Pat, I'm in Montreal.
I take the ramp.
Hey guys, you know what? Actually, taxi is coming to the main entrance, so maybe I will have to accommodate somebody.
Okay, just go on standby. Go on standby, Stefan. And thank you, Pat. Let's hear for Pat.
Thank you, guys. Love you all. Remember, hit bass guy. He deserves it. Take care, guys.
Take care, Pat. Frankie, are you having fun so far?
Yes, I'm having fun.
What's it like right now in your area in Sydney, Nova Scotia?
It's raining outside Sydney, Nova Scotia right now.
Ubytovaca?
We have a taxi. Let's watch Stefan for a bit, Frankie.
Izbava stačí. Vypíšte toto, háročky. Máte pero? Stačí jeden. Ale obidvaja radšej. Jeden, hej.
Na faktúrku však.
Nie na faktúrku, zajtra zaplatiť dennému recepčnému. Neviem, čo vám vystaví faktúru, ale to si s ním dohodnite. Ako zlom píše to pero, to je asi lepšie.
Ja tak škrabem. Ja je som to prílisku, nevadí to učítate. Nemám písať. Tak ešte viem písať v tomto stave.
Čo ste opití?
Iba trošku.
Jaj.
A mám to hlavne.
Hodoch, tak ne.
Taký štiplávý.
Jo, tak to je najlepšie. Keď budete na potrebu, tak vám vyštípe celý zadok.
They had a crime down at the research station down South African research station down Antarctica. They had a crime there.
What kind of crime went on, Frankie?
It must have some kind of crime was going on in Antarctic research station. South Africa research station, Antarctica.
What happened at the Antarctica station?
Don't know.
Was a crime, some kind of crime. Oh, there we go. Stefan, are you still there?
He just left.
Okay, yeah, he had a guest. We were watching him. The guests arrived at the hotel. There's some live television, unedited, uncensored. Some guests came by taxi into the hotel. He works at the top of a mountain, like in the Overlook Hotel in The Shining. He's in the mountains in Slovakia, Frankie. Would you go and do your comedy show at Slovakia?
Any other countries in the world. So every single country on the planet.
How much fun are we having tonight?
Have lots of fun.
Amazing. What are you going to do tonight?
Hitting the Capri Club, then Doolies after that.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, Frankie.
Yeah. Vancouver Giants are playing right now in the Western Hockey League. I repeat, Vancouver Giants are playing right now against Kamloops Blazers.
Right now, as we speak, they're playing.
Best of luck to you. I'm Frank Dow. You're listening to Bass Guy Show.
Thank you, Frankie. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching a Bass Guy Show. I'm getting a little bit tired here. My back hurts. I've been working on fixing bases and wires and fixing things and non-stop around the clock. I always fantasize, Pat, about missing the good shows. Like, I used to do the show 10 times a week, and then 5 times a week. And I would just relax and play, and there was no rules, and there was a lot of people watching, and it was just a different time. It's kind of like, what's going on with the world right now is that everything's gone digital. You can be a millionaire or a billionaire, and you can have your office in any country and live in Dubai, and you can like just digital this and digital that. So anything that used to be art or music or poetry or mom and dad pop, the whole civilization has gone to shit, while everyone's freaking out over Facebook, Google, TikTok, social media, trading, stocks, digital currency, crypto, this and that. It's gonna collapse. It's gonna collapse. It's like they just deleted everything good. Like, I'm gonna finish the show on this note. I just spent 37 years playing the bass guitar, and it doesn't fucking even mean anything anymore.